Tina Clayton takes the win at the outdoors women's 60 meters for the Jamaican World Indoor Qualifiers. This is very good news for Tina Clayton, and Rohan Watson seems to be coming back into his best form. Jodean Williams may be the find of the season, and more. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. You do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drop a video at least once a day in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, he was on fire today, meaning Rohan Watson, the national champion in the men's 100 meters from 2023. And also, someone that we need to take note of is Nishan Ebanks. Both men, I thought, did really well today at the World Indoor Qualifiers, which took place at the G.C.Foster College over there in St. Catherine in the men's outdoors 60 meters. Watson walking away with a new personal best, first in the prelims and then in the finals in that event. Watson, in my humble opinion, seems to be coming back into form. Rohan Watson walked away with the win in a time of 6.50, new personal best ahead of Nishan Ebanks, who ran 6.57 to take that second spot. Michael Campbell running 6.60 to take third, and G.C.Foster running 6.65 to take that fourth place spot. This was, of course, in the 60-meter men's final A.
He's back! What's the head of Nishan Ebanks? What?
Watson spoke with Track Alerts after his win.
A long time, man.
Long time we've been following your progress. How does it feel now to be on the big stage? You're a former national champion. Now you're at 60 meters in 2025. You're looking faster and faster. How does it feel, that meteoric rise for Rohan Watson?
You know, it feels very good. It feels very good, you know. Last year wasn't really a good year. So to know I can come back and do even better than what I did in my first year, I was really looking forward to trials.
You know, folks ask me all the
Ladies
time,
and gentlemen, remember that
what happened to Rohan Watson in 2024?
I know that most of you would have
Can you answer that question? What happened last year?
But I encourage
Well,
you to stay to
you know,
see some of our
the first
junior
year
athletes
was the
run
first
as
year.
well as
Second
they
year,
are the future.
we're still trying to adjust into the system. You know, so after a 991, you know, you're trying to improve. So probably you're just doing a little bit too much and not really settling in and you know, continuing the stuff that I was been doing.
You know, I've spoken with the coach, and one of the things that Mr. Francis says is that you're one of the hardest working athletes he's ever seen. And when I heard that, I said, that's nothing new, because I knew you from, as I said, your Castle days and your hard work that you put in from your Castle days. So tell us about that work that you do.
The work,
Well, how about this?
I heard that you're first to training, last to leave, and you're a hard worker in the gym. Tell us about that in terms of your training.
well, yeah, I reach early, and you know, I try to put in as much work as possible, you know, but still able to come back and do it again. You know, so we're always trying to push ourselves, and you know, I have good teammates, so they're always pushing me. So you know, I have to thank God for them.
You know, we have to talk about your Castle. I tell people that you're not the only one on that your Castle team. I see Dominic Williams out here and competing. How does it feel to have some of those guys that you were competing with at your Castle there with you in that training group?
You know, it's a good feeling because you know familiar people, you know, people who you know from long time. You know.
Jodean Williams has been running really well so far for the 2025 season, especially in the women's 60 meters indoors and outdoors, and again she shone in the prelims of the women's 60 meter outdoors held at the G.C.Foster College. Of course, as I said earlier, this was for the World Indoor Qualifiers. However, she did not turn up for the finals. Not sure what that was about. It could have been a decision by her coaching team. I hope that's what it was, but she did impress me walking away. Well, she actually entered the finals with the fastest qualifying times from the prelims. Jodean Williams won her prelim, which was heat number 1 in a time of 7.07, a new personal best, and the win was legal. So this was a very, very good look for the young lady. I think we should talk a little bit more about her. Great run. Just really am a little bit disappointed because I wanted to see her apply some pressure on the rest of the group come the finals. But like I said, she didn't turn up for the finals, and we can only speculate. I suspect this may have been a decision by her coaching team. However, the women's 60-meter outdoors A finals did not disappoint with the likes of Natasha Morrison, Serena Cole, and this young lady from Barbados, Kishona Niles, as well as Tina Clayton, and of course the great one herself, Shericka Jackson. In the end, it was Tina Clayton who won this one in a time of 7.08 seconds, a new season's best. Natasha Morrison took second in this one, running a time of 7.09, a new personal best for Natasha Morrison. Kishona Niles of Barbados, 7.12, a new personal best. And Shericka Jackson, very important, 7.14, also a new personal best in the women's 60-meter dash. And of course, not to be left out, in the 5th position, Serena Cole, also of MVP, running a time of 7.20, also a new personal best. All looks good, people. This is all good news. Take a look.
Serena Cole is ahead of them. Tina Clayton is coming. Natasha Morrison, and it's a black hit at the
Now, there were 3 women's 60-meter finals. So when they summarized the best times from each of those 3 finals, this was the end result. Tina Clayton walks away with the fastest time and therefore the overall win with that 7.08 season's best. Natasha Morrison second with a time of 7.09 personal best. Kishona Niles of Barbados took third overall with her new personal best in the women's 60 meters outdoor, a time of 7.12. Shericka Jackson came fourth overall with that time of 7.14, also a new personal best. And Serena Cole fifth overall with a time of 7.20, also a new personal best. Very, very good look. Now, when I should factor in that the time they were running into a minus in Tina Clayton's race, they were running into a minus 0.6 meters per second wind. So when you use the wind adjustment calculator, it means that she actually ran something. She ran 7.05 over that distance.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Now, I did a previous video where I asked the question, is Tina Clayton almost there? And I think based on what we've been seeing, she's almost there. Remember, she did this at the recently held Gibson McCook Relays in the women's 60-meter finals A. The win there was a plus 2.6 meters per second win, which means it was not a legitimate time. And she still impressed as far as I was concerned. Tina won her 60-meter final in a time of 7.04. As I said, it was wind assisted.
Donna Niles in. What time is a good time for a 60-meter at this level?
7.2, 7.1 at this time, yeah.
Women's 60-meter dash. Off they go. What has got a good start. So too Tina Clayton. Ashanti Moore is up there as well. Tina Clayton gets there. 7.05. That was an excellent performance. 7.04 for Tina Clayton. She came in with a personal best of 7.02. That was a brilliant performance.
That's what she needs. That's what she needs. This is what she needs. Coach, 7.04 for Tina Clayton. This is what.
So this win actually is very good for Tina Clayton, and we'll discuss why in a few. But first, let's talk about Rohan Watson. Now this of course is my 2 cents. Rohan Watson was clearly trying to find his footing in 2024. He had had a spectacular 2023, and I kept saying he was more in his head than anything else, and I know I'm right. The shock of running that 9.91, I think, to win at the national championships in 2023, I don't think he was psychologically ready for it. He was clearly physiologically ready for it. And I believe what had to be done is that they had to run him until he got to that point. And he himself said it in that interview he did with Track Alerts, where he basically said he was kind of doing too much and he needed to hold back. So I think that new PB of 6.50 is going to say a lot about what's going to happen for his outdoors 100 meters, which I think is going to be vastly improved. Based on what I'm seeing, you're looking at someone who will be running a sub 9.90 this season. Rohan Watson is out of his head, back on the track, and I think he's going to impress in 2025. Now, this young man, Nishan Ebanks. I've seen some of my fellow YouTubers saying that he's the one to watch. Many people are saying that. I see a lot of great potential. I like the consistency in what I'm seeing, but I still need to see a few more races. I can talk about Rohan Watson because I've seen more of his work, Shane and these other people. Nishan Ebanks is sort of new to me, to be very frank with you. But what I've seen so far, I'm impressed with. One to watch. I can say nothing more at this point. Now, last year, this young lady, Jodean Williams, scored her first sub 11 in the women's 100 meters. And we talked about her and said, I see good things happening. However, by the time we got around to the national championships, she sort of faded. And I think very often what happens to these athletes is like what happened to Rohan Watson. They start to get in their head. But she's been very consistent in her runs thus far. And this new PB of 7:07 in the women's 60-meter dash is very important. Remember, the truth is, Jamaican athletes really are focused on outdoors. That's where we spark. That's our big thing. And for her to improve her 60-meter down to 7.07, that says a lot. And she was already a sub-11 young lady. So I'm expecting some big things for her. Like I said, I am a little disappointed that she didn't turn up to run the finals. It would have been interesting, but Jodean Williams is on. She's getting warm, and she could be on fire by the end of 2025. With this new season's best of 7:08 that she won overall with, and when adjusted for the wind, you can remember she's running into a minus wind. I'm going to repeat again for those who don't understand. If you see they say a plus wind, it means the wind is behind the athlete, pushing them towards the finish line, which gives them an advantage. The wind is making them run faster. If it's a minus wind, it means that they are running into a wind while they're running towards the finishing line, and that slows them down. In this instance, they were all running into a minus wind. In this instance, the minus wind was minus 0.6. So when you adjust for that minus wind, as I said earlier, she actually ran 7.05, which is closer and closer to her PB, which I believe is 7:03. Now, this bodes well. We've seen tremendous improvement from her first race at G.C.Foster maybe a month and a half ago to now, to the indoors that she ran overseas, to Gibson, and now we're seeing more consistency, and I think she's getting better. More importantly, and what I am was most concerned with, because I was never concerned about her raw speed and talent. I believe this young lady is a beast in the best possible way, a true queen of the track. Was psychologically. Obviously something had happened and she wasn't sure. What I'm seeing is her confidence is coming back. And once her confidence is back with proper execution, the sky is quite literally the limit for Tina Clayton. So for me, this win was a very, very good thing. This was a good look and very good for her psychologically. And most importantly, it's showing a degree of consistency which will impact her outdoors. The truth is, I am almost tempted to say that Tina Clayton is back, but not quite. And plus, I don't really want Tina Clayton to be back. I want Tina Clayton to be better than that 10.95 that we know is her PB. I think she has tremendous speed in those legs. And what I'm seeing is that she's going in the right direction, which is why I said for the headline, for the thumbnail, that's why I said very good news. It's very good news. Now, you're going to say, why have I not spoken about Shericka Jackson? I will. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to check out our merch store, our merchandise store, All Things Peter Lloyd World. Support the channel, people. It's at Printify. We'll leave a link in the description below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!